Now, Gage, I normally don't promote myself too much, so please bear with me for these next couple of posts.
You
I'm going to be
shill
awkward as
for
hell, I
yourself.
promise.
No. Oh,
Um,
I need this. I
so the
need
first
this.
thing, the next issue of the Physical Media Advocate is releasing in the next handful of days when Amazon approves it. This is the cover, obviously a tribute to the great David Lynch. As soon as we heard about the passing, we changed what we were going to do, which I obviously I want to tribute him, but kind of sucks because the cover that it was going to be is pretty amazing, and we can't use it again. So hopefully we find some other use for it. It's a special issue, and I hope people enjoy it. But the real reason to reveal this is I've been asked countless times for people that want a subscription for the print version of the Physical Media Advocate. And finally, if you go over to the Patreon, I've set it up. $13.50 a month will get you a copy of this every time it's released.
Oh, nice.
You don't ever have to worry about ordering another one. It will get sent to you as soon as I get it. If you are already a patron or you want to support and be in the Discord while you're getting this also, there's a $20 tier, which gets you everything that you would have got at the $12 tier plus the print version. So you get the digital version of the Advocate. You get access to the Discord, all the extra videos and all that other stuff. I hope people check it out. I know Patreon's not the best. And the other big thing, obviously, I can really only do this for U.S. shipping. Shipping internationally would eat all of the money and more because it's crazy. The other thing is we're not going to release an issue every single month, but we're going to probably do about 10 a year. And then on top of that, got some plans for some like special edition issues that might be slightly longer. And you'll get them same free as charge, same price, which they might be pricier elsewhere. So on Amazon, if they're a whole bunch of pages, I have to charge more, or they'll literally make me pay them, and I can't just pay out of pocket to print those, obviously. So check it out. You can get all of them for the exact same price. Hope you're into that. And then the other big thing, this is where it gets crazy. I am. Man, this is wild to talk about publicly. Based on all of the changes going on in the U.S. right now, I am probably going to be affected during my day job unless something changes. And based on that, there's going to be some things that I can't really keep up with. And I'm trying to make some changes. Out of the kindness of his heart, Craig from Deaf Crocodile, just out of nowhere, about a week and a half ago, asked me, "Hey, you doing okay?" And I mentioned some of the things that were happening, obviously, and how it was going to affect me and explain the situation. And he basically said, "Hold on." Came back later, and Deaf Crocodile and some other people behind the scenes that are to be named later are throwing in a whole bunch of out-of-print items, things that you can't get elsewhere, slipcovers from Kickstarters that are going for big money on eBay, the entire Patushko box set. Craig even offered if somebody goes in on the highest tier of the Discord, that is, I think it's $40, or not on the Discord, sorry, of the Patreon. I think it's $40 a month, and you pay for a full year in advance. You'll get a copy of every single deluxe edition of the Deaf Crocodile releases that have come out so far.
That's shouts out to Craig. Let's go.
Yeah. Craig is doing so much to support, and I'm so humbled by it. But essentially, the promotion here is if you sign up at the $12 tier or higher on any of these, you're going to get something special. And I'm got these labeled out based on price, what they're worth, and if you go at each tier, there's going to be a list of items for that tier, and in order of who signed up at that tier, you'll get the choice to have the list of these options to choose from, and I will send it to you just for signing up for the full year in advance. It is such a huge help right now. I don't want to be like doomsday about it, but at one point in the last week, I had to come to terms with the fact that the disconnected could literally cease to exist, possibly. I don't think that's going to be the case, but if I have some of these other things happen, that was on the table. The reality is I have a family that I have to take care of, and most of this stuff does not pay. So to be able to continue doing all this, this was Craig's idea, and I got to say thank you to Craig. This is astonishing. I'm so grateful that you stepped up like that. Hoping when people hear this or watch this that they see that and step in. Again, I don't normally ask for anything because I'm not that type of a person. I really hate to be able to say this, but in all reality, I would love to quit my day job and do this full time. And if I could do this full time, I mean, I do everything I do right now with a full time job. Imagine if I didn't have a full time job, what I could get done. Any questions? If you want to know what's affecting me, I'm fully transparent for reasons that should be pretty obvious. I'm not going to say it publicly, but if you want to DM me, I can vent to you and talk about it all day long. Anything I can do to help you, I promise I will. That's who I pride myself in being. I had somebody today that commented on one of the Facebook statuses for the Disconnected that they don't comment very much because people in the comments are condescending and don't do well at answering questions. But I want to point out, I'm always here. If somebody just wants to DM because they have a something they think is a stupid question about a release, I'm not going to make you feel bad and answer your question. If you just DM me, I'm here and happy to help. That's what I do.
Ryan, you're the fucking man. Every time that I'm on, I know I always gush over you and tell you how amazing you are and how amazing this show is and how important this show is to me every week listening to you. Because every week you put on not only an episode, but they're usually between 2.5 and 6 hours. And it's able to get me usually through 2 days of work because that's like a lot of content. And you also put out additional content on top of that. And what you do is nothing short of amazing. You by far the best person on YouTube doing this. You have built a community of amazing people. Checking the Discord is probably like the highlight of my day. And going on there and just like you've created a community of these people that want to talk about this shit because none of us are able to talk about this with our friends in our real life. I'm lucky that I have a couple friends that collect stuff.
Yeah.
But they collect Criterions. Like I'm not talking.
Right.
I'm not talking to anybody about Rumpelstiltskin. You know what I mean?
Or Ninja Terminator from
exactly, or Ninja Terminator. They're like, what the fuck is a cauldron, or what the fuck's a neon eagle? Yeah, they're like, what the fuck is that shit? So this is amazing that I've made like a lot of pretty good friends. Not friends, but just people I talk to every day, like in the group chat or in the Discord. You know, there's a lot of people I find that respond, and you know I'm always enjoying my conversations with people in there. And you've got important people in there too, like Craig and Justin the Liberty is in this Patreon Discord, and you know you've been able to bring in a lot of people like this that we can just talk to and be like homies with and chat with. It's really fucking cool, and you're the man. And I hope no matter what happens, I hope that we get some kind of something from you because you are a bright spot for everybody that listens to you for sure.
The Discord is such a unique thing to talk about to people that have not been in there because it's genuinely like an escape.
Incredible. Yeah.
It's so amazing. The other thing, and I said this to Craig on the phone the other day, but I said Thursday nights for me is literally like my church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a believer anymore, but literally this is a group of people with the same beliefs that this is important, getting together with other like-minded people and talking about stuff that they can't really talk about with anyone else. That's essentially church.
And it's a spot where like you don't have we like that are on the show, like people like that, or the you know people here, we don't qualify what it is that we like. We don't have to be like, I'm not a cardboard person, but you know what I mean? Like we all get it. You know what I mean? Everybody here, you know, that's like whatever. Like, so everybody is so fucking cool and everybody just kind of gets what it is and like enjoys themselves. So you're not having to constantly like prove yourself or qualify your beliefs in like what certain studios are doing or what certain labels are doing. It's just like, this is the best fucking group of people to talk about this stuff with every day. So please everybody join the Discord, because I love it when I would love it if there's even more people in there talking. Like I love my favorite thing to do is go to the pickups thread, which, you know, if you go on Reddit, people are like, I'm tired of seeing what you bought. I don't want to see this shit anymore. But I love going in there and seeing like what fucking anybody gets and like seeing their fucking, you know, stack of just like 3 movies and being like, oh, that's fucking sick. Oh man, I forgot that came out. I gotta get that. You know, it's just like that shit is so fucking cool, and
Yeah.
you really have built an amazing community for sure.
Well, and some of the stuff like I think you've done it for one or two of the titles too. We'll say, hey, we just noticed this is going out of print, and everybody in there's like,
Yes.
oh shit, we'll go find it, and
Yep.
you'll share like, hey, it's in stock over here, and I'm not getting that in chats,
No.
anywhere else.
No, that's when I wake up, my alarm wakes me up, and I'm like, shit, and I go Discord stock updates. I have to check it. Got to make sure there's nothing I'm missing out on, you know.
The other big thing, and again, this is not to like talk myself up, but I don't remember if this has been announced publicly yet because it still has to get approved. But this whole community has allowed for the interviews that I've gotten. A lot of these don't happen if they don't see a reason behind it, and it's not just like number of views. Because honestly, I'm still a very small YouTuber. I have like a tiny channel compared to most of these people, but there are interviews that I'm able to get because they have heard how welcoming the community is, how people here love the knowledge, and I will share because I don't think it's been said publicly. My next interview that's going up is literally, and I was planning on sharing this tonight because Gage is here and he's going to love this, and we've talked about it behind the scenes.
You're having Charlie Chaplin on.
It's amazing. His ghost, dude. It's going to be like.
Laurel and Hardy are here next week, guys.
It's gonna be like like one of the music festivals where the hologram pops up.
Yeah.
So the next actual interview is George Williman, the nitrate film vault leader with the Library of Congress.
Wow.
He had to get that approved through the federal government to be able to come on the show. And like that's, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that's literally this community has allowed that to happen because they know that they want this sort of thing. So if you want stuff like that, this is, I hate to make it sound like I'm begging, and I waited until after my birthday to make you know it's not about that or anything. I don't need it for sympathy. If you want to support the channel and support everything, this is the way to do it. Any of these promotions would be great. Hope you like it. If you have any thoughts on or anything, you have questions, or if this is confusing on what gets you in for whatever promotion, message me. I answer everybody kind of freakishly fast. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no, dude, anytime I fucking mail you or email you or message you on anything, you respond within 5 seconds. It's insane. Yeah. You are the best about that. You really, you are a professional and you know what you're doing. And this show, the thing is, no one else, if you couldn't do this every Thursday, nobody else could do this like you do every Thursday. This is really a skill that you have right here doing this. And this is so fucking cool. And you teased this the other day that you were having him on something, right?
Yeah.
I forget what it was that you teased that on. And
it was another podcast.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I can't wait to see what that is. And that's fucking awesome. I wonder if he knows that the gentleman on our board, Jim Kirchhoff.
I guarantee you he does.
He probably does. He worked in video at the Pentagon, and he has friends at the Library of Congress, and he's also friends with Ben Modell. They're like personal friends, so I wonder if they know him. I'll have to ask him this weekend. I'll probably see him on Saturday, and I'll ask him if he knows him. But that I cannot fucking wait. And you asked the questions that everybody wants to ask these people, so there couldn't have been a better person that interviews him. This is gonna be sick.
I hope people like it. It was a long conversation, like a good 90 plus minutes, edited.
Oh, hell yeah.
Slightly under that, but it was great. And it's going to be hilarious because there's Christmas lights in the background. We had this conversation back at the beginning of December. Nice. It's been a process.
That is fucking sick. Yeah, no, it's my dream to go up there and go visit them. I'm hoping that I'm actually able to go to MoMA in April, because they have a film. They have a film that was shot here in Jacksonville, and it was shown here in Jacksonville in like 2007 and has not been shown since, and it's not digitized. It's from 1927. Rad. And so they're like, the only way you can see it is if you actually come up here and fucking see it. Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta find the fucking time to carve out a weekend and go up to. The moment's weird. They're like screening hours is like it's like only Monday through Wednesday or something like that. So it's not. I can't even pick a weekend. I have to like take time off work and fly to New York City to go see this fucking movie
just to see a short.
Yeah, I think it's like 61 minutes long, but yeah, this is awesome, and I just want to say too, Celeste's interview, just to put Celeste over real quick, with Oscar Betcher from
It's a great
Vinegar
one.
Syndrome. Oh my god, that's an amazing interview. So
it really is.
Yeah,
was a great time. And honestly, shout out Oscar. He's the reason that we were able to get the Library of Congress on the show. So shout out Oscar.
Nice. So that whenever I do go up to New York City, I'm gonna use you to try to talk to Oscar to try to get. I want to go to Vinegar. I'm gonna take the train up there because I want to go to the archive, but I want to like go into the actual archive.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta talk about that.
you brought him up, so I'm going to share the story just because it's funny as hell.
Okay.
One of the very first things I ever did for TerraVision, for producing stuff for them, was we were working on Dante's Inferno, and I said, we're doing Dante's Inferno. We should really have Ben Modell talk about scoring these things live.
Yeah.
He needs to write for the booklet. And I emailed Ben and I said, Ben, when you get a chance, can you call me? Here's my number. He called me like 20 minutes later and he says, hey, I'm in between gigs at the Museum of Modern Art. Do I need to delay this one so we can talk? Or can I call you after? I'm like, you're at MoMA, dude.
No,
just go do your job.
Go do your thing. That's amazing. We're hoping that we can get Ben Modell to Norman Studios to do it, because when we bring back Silent Sundays, we want to have a speaker series as well where we have people come and talk about stuff. And my dream is to be able to show that he just put out the bat through Undercrank.
Sure did.
And I am hoping that either this October or next October we could show the bat and actually have him there to perform for it and talk about it.
Incredible.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that he doesn't know that I'm thinking about that, but I need to get with my guy on the board who knows him pretty well. So
Trev Endeavor just said, I'm going to hear Ben Modell live at the end of the month. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, that's sick. That would be fucking cool to see.
All right, so that is enough of my stuff. Again, if you have any questions, what gets you what? I know the whole tier thing on Patreon can be confusing. If you need any help, just DM me. I will write you back, I guess, as Craig says, before you even finish your message. But I am stoked that so many people are shouting out, supporting anybody else tonight. That's great. And the big thing, the promotion is essentially never ending. I've got a bunch of my own stuff that I'm putting towards this to make sure people get good stuff. I posted today and 2 other labels DM'd me to say, hey, I know you're going through it. If you need more stuff, we're here to help. And literally other labels are offering up stuff. So thank you so much.
And I'll say right now, I'll make sure you get some Norman Studios shirts to give away for it.
Well, like I said, let's talk afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
Jim Harwood says, I grew up with George Williman and also worked with him at Library of Congress for many years. Great. Amazing, Jim. That's awesome.
Sick. I wish Culpeper, Virginia was a cool place to live. I would like to live up there and fucking and fucking work there for a living.
Yep. Thank you for watching The Disconnected. On the way out, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, that you've liked the video, and that you've copied the link to be able to share with someone else that may appreciate this.